And we're back here with, I believe, part 6. I wonder if I should be saying that at the start of every video. Shout out to Dan Garcia for also being a mind reader. We were discussing, of course, as I've pointed out, when you get your rubber from here, there's an issue, and here it is. Look at that. They can come and sink your convoys. But this is one hell of a problem, though, that I've not seen before, where I cannot join the Allies. Because if I flip over here, both of us are considered being in losing wars. I don't know how I'm considered being a losing war, because I was considered losing war before anything got invaded. So, that is a bit awkward. But it is what it is. Yeah. So, we are getting better convoys in production, and we do have to go up total MOB immediately. So that will be our next use of PP. We are establishing a few quick defenses here in the Pacific. Building up some little bit of coastal fortresses. The first 3 levels super cheap. We're going to grab them. We did lose Wake Island, which, historically fell the second time, but this one fell the first time. The bad news, too, is they captured a radar station there, so that's not the greatest. We are pulling out our main battle fleet for some quick repairs. We'll probably send it back out in a second. But we want them to just come out as a group so we don't have any issues. But there was way too much naval cover in the Mariana Islands right now. So, and speaking of that, how much are we making when it comes to? We're only making 2 a day. That's an issue. And in fact, that is so much of an issue right now. So most of the time, the way I set up the war, it's predicated on, Germany's going to declare war on us, like, immediately. Well, psych, we've got alt history here. The UK is not letting me into the Allies faction, so I'm not at war with Germany. So all these nice mechanized forces I've been building up, ready to go to Europe and all this, yeah, worthless right now. Will be useful in the future, but not worth a single thing right now. So of course that is a bit worrying, and I need to be focusing on just purely defending the Pacific instead of pursuing a Germany first strategy, which is what, most of the time you end up doing, because that's historical. Yeah, so that's a fun one I didn't see coming. And oh, that's another thing. So I should stop producing the old submarines. And frankly, I think I probably have enough destroyers right now. And we'll just keep one going. But we're going to need to make some convoys. And we need to do the new subs, not the old subs. Okay. And that should probably fix itself. And you guys need to go train, of course. So let's take a look here. Heavy bombard. Yeah, we've got heavy. They did use strategic bombers in the Pacific. There were B-17s in the Pacific, which I was shocked to find out. Shoot, I can't station out of there. Well, you know what? We're going to come out of here. Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. You want that. Okay. And we need to really pump up our number of heavy fighters. Looking at our other options of what we can send over there.
Listen up.
Okay, you guys need to ship out here. You, of course, get to become part of the Pacific Theater. So basically, we need to get our troops over here as quick as possible, but we can't actually use any British possessions, which was one of the things I was kind of banking on. Now, the good point is, it means our rubber is safe except for convoy raiding. I've not tried the Philippines yet. Because the other thing to remember, too, is they're still tied down in China. And then finally, I guess cryptology, we're going to stop on Germany and just focus on Japan, because we're only at war with Japan. See, we could have them potentially cracked in 76 days, which is a big deal. Let's see what we can see from them. Navy strengthened, fine. Let's take a look at their counts here. They only have like 2 factories on tanks, very few on aircraft. So we're going to outproduce them on aircraft. As was historical, they only have like 60, 65 factories. We've got 172. And their base industry is not great. They have maybe at best 40 naval dockyards. We're probably about on parity with naval dockyards. So maybe I start building some naval dockyards here in a second. Japan's naval tech, 299. We're at 446. Well, we're not too worried about that. Do have a good chunk of destroyers. Do have a good chunk of subs. Almost everything's older. Everything's tier 2 from what it looks like. They do have 8 carriers. So we are, of course, researching our Essex class carriers, and we'll put some in production once we get that complete. Yeah, so Essex will get done with the better radar too. Even. That'll be nice. Da-da. Okay. So we've definitely won the first little engagement, but we want to be careful here because they were naval bombing, and look at that. They've already hit 3 of our carriers down to 67%. You're at 80%. So we're going to go give them a little bit of repair time, and then we'll bring them back out. Okay. And that's another thing too. Can I build a radar station here? No, you do not have the tech. Okay. Took another Japanese submarine down. Philippines lost a convoy. We lost 13 convoys there. What the rubber? That's not good.
Attention.
Okay, Guam, you're building up. Yeah, okay, you'll start building back in a second here. Good, Guam's back to building. Okay. We did lose a submarine there. Oh, lost 2 subs there. So we might need to go farther away. I think Eastern Micronesia might be a better place for us to convoy raid. Because their air superiority is just too good in the Marianas right now. We only have a single. Okay. So we're actually going to shift you. Moving you. Could send you to the South China Sea, actually. You know what? Or Eastern Micronesia. We do have a lot of stuff in Eastern Micronesia. Okay. Send that sub back to repair. Yikes. Oh, that's the battle I already saw. So yeah, once your sub visibility gets much lower, it's a lot easier to stay alive. But at the beginning, I mean, which is historical, submarines had a real hard time staying alive. Okay, no. We'll want to do that a little too far ahead of time. So now do we just start plowing through all the weapons here and getting the ships done? Get some cruisers, some nice cruisers. Light cruisers can really get a lot of stuff done. If you're definitely trying to min-max, you just pump a bunch of cruisers with your carriers and you're good. Because these just eviscerate destroyers. They can deal with the Japanese sub-threat. That's only 36 days and improves better cannons. Let's just get it open. Got a surplus on medium tanks. Waiting for the rest of things to catch up there. Another division coming out. Yeah, more naval bombers. Yeah, we need to focus on our air forces big time. Need to get that going also. So once those guys will finish up, that'll give me back 30 factories right there. Fortifications on Guam will be done in 3 days. That'll be good.
Ready.
Go home. Okay. We'll give it a few days of repairs. And then we'll take off. We'll leave the Colorado behind. Basically, I think we're going to wait for the Enterprise to be fully repaired. And then we'll just take off with only 2 carriers. Lost 2 submarines. Yeah, when you're using a bunch of Tier 1 submarines, I mean, they're just going to get eviscerated. I mean, you can just try to hide them and bring them out once you've won naval superiority, but it's just not worth it. It's better to have them out there. Going for the Japanese. Ooh, 4 convoys there. Philippine convoy down. Our American fleet is probably too slow to help them. And you know what? What is your mission? Your mission is patrol Straits of Malacca. Let's put you on convoy escort in Straits of Malacca. That's a much better use. Okay. And then maybe we should start getting some out of the Dutch East Indies. Because that might be less of an issue convoy-wise. I don't know. Also, troops coming into Hawaii. Good. And Enterprise. Does it tell me how much? No, I don't think it gives me an estimated when you're going to be done repairing date. Because that'll be the plan. We'll ditch Colorado, we'll ditch Yorktown and Lexington, and allow them to continue repair, and we'll head out still with 2 carriers. Of course, we're running a risk there, but we need to start taking some sort of actions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hawaii Division, you get to stay, of course. Where are we sending you guys? See, normally you can, land down here in Australia and then try to sneak your troops around to get to the Philippines. That's not going to work here. Enemy fleet supremacy. So for now, I think we're going to send some to Johnston Atoll.
Ready, sir.
Just so they're closer to the front lines there. You know what? But to do that, we're going to need to make sure we're covered in Micronesia. Okay, so you're going to do that. We're, of course, sending those ships back to repair. Enterprise is not 100% done, but good enough. And then our fleet convoys in the Pacific. Taking you from there. You guys are all defending Eastern Micronesia. Bismarck. And I guess the Philippines sea too, because we can sneak some... Oh, we could sneak some guys in the south, but if we want to land in Manila, we actually have to come. Ooh, that's a little rough. Okay, shooting down Japanese subs. That's good. Reducing their fleet count. Got 100% naval intel. So we've got, whoa, 5 Tier 2 class carriers. So they're definitely ahead of us on the carrier fight right now, so we got to be careful. Working on getting our Essex class up and running.
Ready to move. Yes, sir.
And you guys. Micronesian Gap.
Ready, sir.
Man, this is weird. It's very hard trying to get forces out there. This is almost what the U.S. was expecting. Just the Philippine force. You just kind of need to defend for yourself, buddies, because we're not going to be able to come for you. Okay, strat bombing. Can we reach the home islands? Aw, shit. Yeah, it's probably not historical, though, at all. So let's bomb the hell out of Taiwan here. Yeah. I think I'm going to have a no strat bombing rule until I take Iwo Jima. Because I think that's much more fair. And then you need some fighter... You need some long-range fighter planes. Do I have any being trained right now? Wow, I don't. Well, that's not good. Oh, need you guys training. Okay, short there. Oh, that's right. Okay, so let's do an extra one. Extra 5 there. And then, yeah, the production needs to get through. Luckily, that stuff will be done. We're back to making factories then. Okay. And then the other big one will be, those will be done in 22 days. Do I need tungsten? Nope, got a good reserve of tungsten. You know what? Oh, we've got 2 heavy fighter wings. That's right. Okay, so we're going to pull you 2 guys. Have you out of here. And you know what? We're going to bring us over some spy planes. Here we go. You get to come out of Eastern Micronesia. And then, where's another set of spy planes? Here. Okay, you can operate out of the West Emperor chain. And then, the final one. Do you come out of here? Yeah, I guess you do go there. Okay, Japanese destroyer down from a naval bombing run. Good. Yeah, the other obvious thing is just as many naval bombers as you can produce is huge. Yeah, Mitchell's can help also. Okay. Got some enemy ships here. We can't see what the hell they are, though. Level 2 radar station in Micronesia. Oh yeah, we're nearly have 3 done. Okay. Okay, Japanese sub down. Oh no. No, no, no. Grandma got captured. You've got to go save Grandma. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. There. Where the hell is it? Japan. Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. Okay. Took down 2 Japanese convoys. Whoa. That hit one of my subs hard. See if you can get out of there. Sub for a convoy. Japanese main fleet right there in the South China Sea. Okay. Spotted July 2nd. Okay. Took down a sub. These guys might be having a bad day if that Japanese fleet's coming for them. Yep, that's basically the version of the Kido Butai. Lost a convoy. Let's see how many subs I'm going to get pounded on there. Japanese convoys down. Get your training.
Attention.
Yeah, let's take a look. We need to design. See, the question is, do I get the extra 10% for defense from this? Or do I go ahead and design a Marine division? And I think I designed the Marine division. So we're gonna duplicate you. And you know what? Maybe I don't use that to design. So could start building. Does it even matter right now? I only have 432 Amtraks. That's only like maybe at best 2 divisions, but maybe 2 divisions can take something. I don't know. We're gonna hold off for now. We don't need to make the decision yet, so. Oh, well that's cute.
Listen up.
When are you gonna give me the whoop whoop warning? Nothing? No? Nothing? Okay. Okay, there's our Mitchells. Mitchells need to go to close air support. Okay. I guess I need to stay dug in at Manila, because I can't let them come down here. Took a sub hit. Oh, okay. We hit a Japanese fleet here that I didn't even see. Okay, the Battle of Kuala Jin. I think this is a different fleet than that other one, because this one has 3 carriers. The other one had 4. So another good news, though. Took it to them. We lost a few destroyers here. Lots of damage, though. But overall, good losses. Basically, barely lost any. The Air Force, too. They've lost more. And, losing... Basically, as long as we're trading even with Japan, we're really coming out ahead. So they're down to 266 ships. We've got 434. Of course, they haven't lost any capital ships yet. But as the destroyer count gets lower and lower, there'll be more on the front lines. They're down to 149 destroyers. So, let's take a look at the fleet. See what needs to be sent back. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Nope. There. Well, it's good news about carrying a lot of destroyers. You can afford to send a bunch back. Big engagement, a lot of destroyers going at each other. Okay. So we're sending those guys off to repair. Japanese convoys down. Hit the USS Kitty. Took down a destroyer there. That's the other thing, too. You got to be careful when you're sending to repair. I thought we were farther south than we were. We lost a destroyer to a naval bomber. Yeah, because when you hit repair, it basically singles them out. Okay. Early Japanese sub down. 2 Japanese submarines down. Okay. We lost 1 convoy for it. American convoy down. American convoy. Oh, that is something I should have considered. Wait a second. Yeah, okay, the trade's coming out of there, so that works. Because sometimes in the old game, you would see the American convoy rates out of the Philippines go like right next to the Japanese home miles, and it'd just be like, what were you thinking? Damage Enterprise a bit. Pennsylvania took a hit. You see they're repairing 3, 4 ships there. I will say, whoa. Pacific War is a lot more peaceful without a European theater, because I'm not having divided attention constantly flipping back and forth. And you know what? With their superiority, look at that. Those are all just the Filipinos there, and that's just 100 TACs and 100 light fighters. I mean, it's not like I'm just completely dumping them. That division is nearly cooked. God, 34% strength. Okay. There's the other Japanese carrier fleet. Okay, so basically they're operating with 2 main fleets is what's occurring. And then, yep, when you get a whole bunch of repairs, you don't need nearly as much. We're going to keep the extra rubber. Steel. Because you're not actually making as much. You know what? Subs are actually going to get top priority in the future. Convoys will have minimal priority. Yeah, because we got 15 factories on repairs. You know what? We pull out of Micronesia for now? I think we do. Let's go back to Hawaii. Just so we don't have our little ships come trailing in looking for us in Micronesia and just getting eviscerated. Thinking, what should we get next? Tempting. Probably a bunch of naval techs, really. Will definitely take some time to do, but we need to make sure we win against the Japanese. Yep. Nothing will say American dominance like some nice big battleships. Although how's the anti-air guns going? You're good. So the tier 4 anti-air guns are there. Tier 3 I already have. Could start making some light cruisers and loading them up with anti-air guns. You know what? We will research cruisers. And regarding doctrines, ooh, submarine detection, submarine organization. Or carriers. We'll do carriers for now. We've got enough points. Yeah, we'll begin some more points and some bonuses to spend off there. Destroyer down. Sub down. 2 destroyers down. You know what? I need these guys on different colors. So you're going to be, how about a nice bright red? That stands out. Okay. Because having purple destroyers covering things, then okay, they were sitting here in harbor, not repairing. That's ridiculous. Okay, 1940 carriers are done. I don't... And actually, if I need some more points, I can steal them off there. But let's design our Essex class carriers here. One of the things I've always teased with doing, but I've never done, is actually making just like close air support carriers with nothing like that for naval invasion, basically like escort carriers. It's something I've never done. Hangar. Is that the best radar we have? 3? Let's take a look and make sure. Yeah. Because, okay, that's the last one, yeah. Okay. Gonna cost a lot of points, but you're gonna be worth it. Now we need to get a bunch of production here. Like the Wasp and the Hornet. And yeah, there's the Essex. We're good on destroyers. We don't really need them right now, and we're good on convoys for now. So you 15 factories can drop to there. Although I take that back. You know what? We will go for a 4th carrier. We're gonna put you to the bottom, so then your factories go there first. Take a look. When you start training. Yep. Okay. See how low the repairs are going. There. Convoy tactics. Oh. Best in shipbuilding in Florida. Why, yes. Yes, I will. Interesting. I can do that. I don't need that quite yet, but... Manhattan Project is, what, 2 techs? Yeah, we'll hold off. Fleet submarines, unrestricted submarine warfare. We should probably get to quickly. Although, those are also will be good. So yeah, I'm a little concerned I'm going to end up not ever being at war with Germany, but we'll see. Lost the sub, took down a convoy. Holy shit, we might be taking them out. They've landed tank division. Or Master of the Skies with not much is really doing wonders. Okay. How's our strat bombing doing? Over time. Lost 4 bombers, they've lost 4 fighters. Hey, I'll trade 1-to-1 with them any day. They've got like no airplane production. And... enemy buildings bombed. Okay. So, some of what's going on. What else do we do? That's right. We're going to make some pimp-down cruisers. We do not have the experience for that, so we're going to hold off there. You know what? Let's start researching the guns. This is because we're going to need all the guns. Actually, we'll do you next. Yeah, we're just going to go hard into Navy. As long as we're just dealing with the Japanese. So we should be focusing our efforts. Dogfighting, improving. Yes. There we go. Japan's at war with the Dutch East Indies. You war with Japan yet? Not quite. Polish Republic, yes. Norway, Yugoslavia. Repair. How are our fleet repairs doing here? Okay. Still gonna take some time. Just gotta get through all the battleships. Are you seriously just not gonna let me in the Allies, but you want military access? There we go. Okay, finally. Heart attack averted. We're in the Allies. Jeez. I've never seen an issue with the US being held out of the Allies, ever. That is the first time. Okay. E-train. Now, I can take a look at Europe. So let's take a look. First of all, before I forget... Okay, you're in progress saving Grandma. Good. Now, what can we see of Germany? Not much. In fact, they've not even invaded the Soviet Union yet. How did I miss that? So, of course, the historical date to invade the Soviet Union is June 22nd, 1941. They've got a war goal against them. But they've not gone for it. Well, maybe it'll just happen later than historical? I don't know what they're waiting for. Man, this game might get messed up diplomatically, and I hope that ends up not screwing up the series, but I don't know at this point. So, are we at war with Germany? Probably not, because I don't think you've called me to war yet. Okay. There we go. And yes, I know I could have stayed not at war with Germany, floated all my guys over the United States, or over to the UK, and not risk, you know, sinking, but that's not kosher. Okay, they do have a decent sub count of 30. Not the most terrifying count ever. And a lot of men, of course. Okay, so we can see what's going on here. Okay. Let's take a look at the Pacific. Pacific, as I look right at the Mediterranean. Take a look at the Mediterranean. Okay, things are looking okay, like I can send subs. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to deploy our subs. See if I can find them. Okay. 2 fleets, Western and Central Med. Yeah. And then I think we're going to go and try to invade North Africa first. Nice, historical. Not from the correct direction, of course, but, you know, I'm going to have to deal with what I can deal with. Okay. Okay, here's the convoy escorts. So we need to cover our troops. Getting to what? Gibraltar first? And then having them go around? So they're currently in DC, so that's... Oh, you gotta be kidding me, come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I guess... the spare Atlantic Fleet. So convoy escort, we'll cover that. And that should get our troops to Gibraltar, from which point they can then head into Alexandria and help out here. Or they could even go into Greece, maybe. Greece, not historical. But Greece, I've noticed, has been ahistorically holding longer than they should.
Listen up.
Okay. So let's send those guys over. Take a quick look. Is there any other things we can do? Like, hey, let's get those tank divisions out. Medium self-propelled anti-air is what's slowing those guys up. Tank destroyers are slowing those guys up. 177 days. 48 days. Wow, that's good. 149 days. So we could actually just need... There. A little extra. Push. Okay. Now, strategic bombers that are left here. Going to begin our strategic bombing campaign in Europe. Who the hell has air superiority over there? And fighters, close air support, fighters. Okay. So you don't get to go yet. You're still training. You need to train. The rest of you guys. Alright, go. Let's send you over there, or hopefully there's no issues. So yeah, basic game plan for Europe here is get troops into Gibraltar, send them to Alexandria. We need to make sure they're escorted the entire way. Yeah, you haven't done anything to upgrade that. And then we're going to sweep them out of North Africa here. So that'll take at least care of one British front. Oh, lost Port Sudan. That's not good. And then, so the British can hopefully just focus on the south here, and we'll hopefully take this front from. And who knows, maybe we'll have to go deeper into Africa and help out. I have not quite gotten that far. And you know what? I'm tempted to do that, but the problem is we're not generating much. And we do need to establish some naval divisions, or naval, amphibious divisions here. Okay. Oh, but most importantly, we can now try to get some troops into places like Singapore and the Dutch East Indies. Okay, do we have any ships here? Enemy ships here? No. We do have enemy ships here.
Ready, sir.
Okay, so we're going to have to think on it for a second. Is there a better way to get them over there? So what if we send you about as south as possible? Because we want to avoid there. So if you go here to what are you? Samoa, you avoid that. Okay, I like that.
Attention.
Because you avoid Samoa, you don't have to even deal with this. So we're going to send you to Samoa, then we're going to hop you to probably Australia, and then we may take up some positions in New Guinea here, and then especially on Borneo, Sumatra, Sundra, and Singapore. And then eventually we can send some planes over there too, but... You know what? We're actually doing okay on fuel. So I probably didn't need that fuel refining right now. Long term, I of course will, but... Okay, knock that down. Keep the extra rubber. Just because I don't ever want to have rubber shortages hitting me, because that just hits way too much of my plane count. Not yet. Okay, just getting all the naval techs going. Oh, there we go. So Germany went about a month late on the Soviet Union, is what occurred. Okay. Of course, we can't see much of the Soviet Union, but they've got way less planes than Germany, and they're probably not going to be looking good. So, British have lost 5 destroyers. We still got them hemmed in there.
Command.
See, the problem is, if I didn't have to hold Manila, if I leave Manila, they can just come in and naval invade, and that's scary as all hell. You're on a mountain tile. You are attritioning, though. And you're stuck there, but you do have a port. Lose our enemy now. Sub down. 2 subs down. Sub down. Okay. I think we're getting a clear message here. We're overstaying our welcome. So we're going to go get you out of there. Took down Japanese destroyer. And you know what? Yeah, because it's all coming from the naval bombers. And the only way to take those out is to take the islands they're operating off of, which is not going to happen right now. So, I'll send you over to the Bismarck Sea. Okay. Start training. I think that's going to be our first tier 3 sub we put into training. A bunch of extra destroyers here. And you know what? Got a whole extra fleet of destroyers here. Maybe we just send you over here. So that we can say, hey, do that one also. And then, of course, our Atlantic fleet. You're doing nothing. Interesting. Choice of tactics there. Yeah. Well, we can send you out to... I think you're going to need a convoy raid, but just patrol in the med. Make sure it's safe. I'm not sure where the hell the German submarines are. Don't think they're actually active. Or if they are, they're in the Bay of Biscay. So there's some fighting going on over there. Okay. You know what? Shoot. Just dive in. Take back control of the channel. Who's over there? Germany. Okay. So we don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. Convoy rating. Another sub down. Sub down, sub down. That's the main attrition factor for subs. It's just the aerial combat of the situation. Okay, so we're going to get Lexington and Colorado back. Okay, we're starting to repair some destroyers, so that's good. Because destroyers pair way faster than all this other stuff, so that means we don't have that much more time repairing, despite what it may look like. Because we're going to have a lot of our big ships nearly fully repaired also. So now we've got 2 destroyers going at a time. Okay. Also, a mariner and a submarine. We're dropping more and more troops there. I'm coming in, and there's their fleet.
Ready to move.
And you know, you guys, you're going to go for it and try to sneak out. Just go fast as possible to Samoa. We've got the convoy escorts. Coral Sea's clear. Okay, you're not clear. Strait of Malacca is not bad. So we're going to have to figure out how to get our guys into like Singapore and places like that. But Central Mediterranean. Okay. That's interesting. And you've not upgraded your airfield there. Can I upgrade your airfield? I might need to upgrade your airfield. You're gonna be a pain in the butt otherwise. Okay. Can I build radar for you? I can't build radar for you. Should I build radar for you? Yes. Okay, being a little lazy there, UK. We're not ceding control of the Central Med. Sorry for the sneeze, hoping to blow out any ears. Okay, time to bomb the Rural Valley. Okay. Anybody else need to form? You do. Okay. That's another thing too. I should look at my airplane production. To 6.2 fighters a day. Okay. Thunderbolt will up to 5 factories on it. Need a lot more. Need a lot more Mitchells, of course, too. Oh, you guys are good to go. So are you. Well, you. Let's get over here. Let's take a look on the strategic bombing. How do I... Oop. Yes, there we go. Strategic bombing priorities. And I don't know if this actually matters or not, but we're going to pretend it does. So, let's try to hit your factory count. Okay. So that means probably a lot of ships are done repairing. Okay, so 3 carriers are ready to go. Enterprise is not, though. So Enterprise is going to have to get left behind for repairs. And yeah, we've got the destroyers repairing en masse now. So this fleet's going to be ready, operational in like probably 3 days here. So Pennsylvania will leave behind. Nevada should be good to go. Enterprise will stay behind, of course. Yeah, you can come to war against them. Still need to hit total mob. We're getting there. Okay, 2 Japanese submarines down. Let's take another 2 Japanese subs down. Japanese destroyer down. We lost a sub. We lost a sub.
Orders.
Okay.
Commands.
Got the first guys disembarking here so they can re-embark and go somewhere closer. Okay, got the rocket launcher. I'm not going to worry about that yet. Which means I'll probably forget about it, but that's how that needs to go for right now. Do the heavy batteries. Should we do the ships? Nah, we'll do the heavy batteries for now.
Ready, sir.
Okay, have you already made it to Gibraltar? You guys have not. Looking at, though, we're at the hour mark, so we're going to stop here. Things have definitely picked up. We had our scare about being held out of the war with Germany, which ended up being unfounded, but I'll see you next time.